Oh, so we're just like, just in the borders. Just
Okay. The lake, there is some kids.
yeah, yeah.
So Jasmin, the race the most painful for you?
Barkley, for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The race the most joyful?
You know, probably the fell race that we put on when we were getting married, like the morning that we got married, me and my husband, me and Conrad set up like a fell race for friends, and we raced up to a lake and then back down again, and we did it in fancy dress, and yeah, it was such good fun. That was my most joyful race.
The race with the most vibrant finish line?
I mean, the natural thing here would be to say something like the UTMB, but when I ran the UTMB and finished, it was raining and there was a big storm and hardly anyone was there. So I would actually say the most certainly vibrant, in my opinion, was Barkley, because there was not that many people there, but they were like incredibly enthusiastic, and what they lacked in number they made up for in volume and kind of excitement. Yeah, they were cheering and whistling and clapping, and it felt like there was like such joy in that crowd assembled there, and it was obviously the most kind of memorable moment. So that finish line would be, yeah, the most memorable.
The race the most mentally difficult? The Barkley too?
I'm probably going to say Barkley again. Yeah, I'd probably say Barkley again, although, you know, there's been other pretty tough races. I just think I kind of suffered for longer on Barkley because I stuck it out. So, yeah, I think the fact that I stuck it out meant it went on for longer, and yeah, kind of really reached the depths of that kind of mental challenge. Yeah.
The race the most unusual?
Here you could also say Barkley, but I'm going to say something different now. I ran a race called Elle's 2900, which has not been run many times. It's a race in Andorra over like kind of the 7 summits over 2,900 meters, I think. It was between 2 big kind of high mountain huts. We did it as a pair, me and my husband, when our daughter was like 9 or 10 months old, and you have to hike up to the first hut, and you set off from there at midnight, and you have like 24 hours to get to the hut where it finishes. And it's super technical. It's pretty unique in the sense that there's not many races where you kind of, it's more like a holiday with the other competitors, you know, because it's a pretty small field, like it's 25 teams, and you hike up to this hut and you have dinner, and then you race, and then you hike back down from the hut the next day. So it's like a kind of field trip with a race in the middle, and yeah, that was kind of the most, it was kind of fun.
Your favorite moment in a race?
Finishing Barkley, and also finishing the Spine when at the time my daughter was just 13 months, and I think being reunited with her after being away for 3 nights, which was the longest I'd been away from her before, and that was pretty memorable finish, and it was a kind of special moment getting back to the finish line on that race.
Last question, what do you think about when you run in the training?
Sometimes quite often I don't think about anything. I think it's a really, you know, especially if you kind of just moving along at an even pace, you kind of almost go into this sort of meditative state. Other times, yeah, sometimes I go through things, I guess, without even thinking about it. You sort of go through things that are worrying you and kind of pick them apart and sort them out. But yeah, I'd say most of the time I don't think about anything. I'm just kind of aware of where I am and let it soak into me and kind of enjoy that feeling of being connected.